In this video, we will be talking about setting up the payouts and placings configurations. So before entering scores and times, so that you can calculate the payouts and point awards, we need first to go into Rodeo Producer and set up the payout formulas, which apply to dollars and points. So we will go to Start and log into our Rodeo Producer demo account, go to Settings, Set Payouts and Placings. There are three areas of payouts and placings. There are standard payouts and placings, multi-go payouts and placings, and ground money payouts and placings. You'll see at the top here we have these buttons here to view the instructions. If we click on one of these, we now have all of the instructions for standard payouts available on screen, obviously, as well as this video, and which are also included in the support section of the website. Clicking the multi-go takes us to that section and those instructions, and you also notice that it hides the other setting areas, and then ground money does the same thing, provides us with the ground money settings and the user instructions for ground money. So we're first going to look at standard payouts and placings. The settings here are used to determine how much percentage of the prize purse should be paid to each competitor who places in the event. The settings here can become very complex, and in most cases we will help set these up for new associations or help to change them when needed. This is essentially a set of logic steps that are applied to determine the payout splits. Settings can apply as a default, as rodeo specific, or as event specific. These settings will also determine how points are assigned. So generally when we set up our payouts and placing settings, we start at the bottom or the lowest tier, sometimes called payout schedules or payout tiers, such as here, the lowest value, followed by mid-range, followed by an upper value. And of course, you can have as many tiers in this schedule as necessary. So we're just going to edit this particular setting right here. We'll take the middle one, and we'll look at the specifics of the settings. So here we can set this to be rodeo specific. We can set it to be event specific. We are not choosing any of these, so these will be the default settings for all rodeos and all events. Next, we choose which variable to use. So will these payout settings be based on the value of the net purse, the number of entrants in the event, or the number of entrants or competitors in this event who have received a score? So we are using net purse, and we're saying if the net purse is greater than, and here are all of our options. Again, this is just straight math logic. If the net purse is greater than $200, then we are going to pay, as you see, three places here. And first place will be paid 50%, second place 30%, and third place or last place 20% of the value of the net purse. We are going to pay points to 7 places. So irregardless of whether they win money or not, we will assign points to 7 places. And the number of points is actually set within the system settings. So if we make changes here, we would then save that, and then this would, if we had changed anything, this would be changed here. So let's add another tier here. So as you can see right now, we're going up as far as if the net purse is greater than $500, then we'll pay out 40, 30, 20, 10, and we're paying or awarding points to 10 places. So we're going to add another one. And again, this is going to be the default, so not rodeo specific, not event specific. So if the net purse is greater than, and let's say $1,500. Then we're going to pay out, and let's make this 5 places. And so these will be 33, 26, 20, 14, 7. And of course, these are set according to what your rule book would state for your payout splits. And we're going to award points here to, let's go with 7 places. Again, these would be set to match your rule book. So we will save that. And now you'll see that we have this additional rule that if the net purse is greater than $1,500, then we'll pay out these percentages. And the points places probably should have followed in line with the other settings here. We have this association set to a max of 10 points. So obviously we can't go past that. So we will go and edit this and change this to the max and save that. The way the logic works is if you don't have rodeo specific payout formulas, then it will use the defaults. If you don't have event specific, it will use the defaults. So we will now go and have a look at multi-go rodeo format. Most associations, when using a multi-go rodeo, will actually carry the standard payout formulas to the rodeo. But what must be set up in that case is, let's say it's a 2-go plus average, is the amount of the prize purse that is allocated to each go. So this is where we would select portion of the purse, and let's say perhaps it's set up so that a slightly higher proportion goes to the average. We would also set what the draw order is. So first go is random. Second go, we can go with reverse of the order of the first go. And then we can save that. And now for a 2-go plus average rodeo, it will use the payout formulas within each go based on the net purse in that go, and then allocate the net purse 30%, 30%, 40%, and that is how we can set that. Some organizations have different payouts at the multi-go level based on the number of entrants or based on the number of competitors within that event. So we'll show how to set that up. We're just going to edit this existing configuration to go plus average and number of entrants. So from 0 to let's say 10 entrants in an event. And here we also have the options to set this to be rodeo specific or event specific, which some associations may need. And this is a 2-go plus average. So we will now need to add some more details. So let's pay points to 5 places in each go and also in the average. And if it's 0 to 10 entrants, perhaps they're only paying the first 2. So we'll go 60, 40, and 60, 40, and the average. We're just going to set this to be the same, although you don't have to. You could set this to each go can be set individually. We are going to award 10 points here in the goes, but we're going to award 20 points in the average. And so it's going to be a decrement of 1. So it will go 10 points, 9 points, 8 points, etc. And we'll set that same 1. But in the average, we will do it 20, 18, 16, 14, etc. We can also set it as to how to handle ground money. We can set this to pay or to not pay the ground money. We're going to set this to pay. And we can also set how to handle 0 ground money. So if no competitors completed their ride in Go 1, what do we do with any ground money there? And so we can drop it. It just doesn't get paid. We can add that money to the purse in the next go. So go one would add it to go two, or we can move it all to the average. So we're just going to set it to move it to the average in this case. And then we hit save. And so then we can create additional multi-go payout levels. So here we're covering from 0 to 10. So let's add another. And this is also for the 2-go plus average. This is going to be for, the previous one was from 0 to 10. So this will be from 11 to 20 entrants. And we are going to pay the same number of points. We're going to pay it out to 10. And because we're up a tier here, we are now going to go 40, 30, 20, 40, 30, 20. And again, you can set the amount of prize purse for that go or for that average to be different between each. But we'll set it to be consistent here. The portion of the purse here, previously we were 30, 30, 40, so we'll be consistent there. We're going to pay out again. First place is receiving 10, then the average 20. We'll set the same decrement, and of course you can set these different for the different tiers, although in most cases you will see some consistency. And we will do the same with the handling the ground money in the same way. And we will save that. And so now we have our standard payouts and placings. We have some payouts and placings set for multi-go. And of course, you can increase, you can add additional payout tiers up to as many entrant tiers as you want. The way this reads, of course, this is from 0 until it's less than or equal to 10. This is 11 all the way up to 20. You could set another tier so that it begins at 21 and there is no upper limit. So again, these are very flexible in how you wish to set them. Now, if you have multi-go formats different than 2-go plus average, maybe you have a 3-go plus average, maybe you have a straight 2-go, then you would add multi-go payout settings for those formats. Now let's have a look at ground money payout instructions. So I've already set this one up. What it does, it determines how ground money is going to be paid based on the number of places which completed that ride or completed that run in that rodeo or in that go. And so in this case, I have it set so if only one place completes, then they get 100% of the ground money. Two places, we're basically using the same tiers as we did for the payout formulas. You can, of course, set this so that we're 100%, 50%, 50%, 33, 33, 33, 25, 25, 25, 25. So everybody gets even ground money. It's all according to how your rule book works. You can also, if you do not set these, by the way, then it will use the system defaults, which is to pay them out evenly. So just to recap with the payout formulas, the variable to determine the splits can be net purse, can be number of entrants, can be number of scores. You can set as many tiers as you need. You can set them to be rodeo specific or event specific. You could even set it to be specific to an event in a specific rodeo. You can set as many tiers as you need. They can actually be used in combination as well, so that all of your net purse settings are used unless there are fewer than X number of entrants in an event. Then you could have a separate payout percentage, which are used in some situations. And these are for, say, a standard rodeo. These settings will carry over to your multi-go payouts unless you have specifically set multi-go payout settings, which we have here. The main thing to do if you are not setting all of these details is that you do indicate what portion of the purse is split out for each type of rodeo format to each go and the average. Then we also have our ground money payout settings, which if the number of places to be paid, there are not enough riders who compete their run or their ride, and you have ground money to pay out, then this determines based on the number of competitors who did complete their ride how to pay out the percentage of ground money. So there's a lot of flexibility here. There's a lot of complexity here. And when we do our onboarding with new associations, we do like to make sure we review this and help wherever is needed.